Hi, Kat here for Lightwave Digital. Let's talk a little bit more about something that's inside of Lightwave Modeler that can become very handy for keeping things organized. Let's go and create a box, and we'll do something just regular, no big deal. And let's go create another box, and we'll put it right in the same layer, and we'll hit enter. Now we've got two pieces that are in here. Technically, these are all one piece in terms of a layer, but can they be turned into parts? Now, what are parts? Parts are actually individual entities that can exist inside of a object layer. For example, when I select a polygon and I hit the right bracket key, that's essentially selecting something called select part. So under the detail tab, you'll find a set of options down here for create part, select part, surfaces to parts, and parts to surfaces. While these may be somewhat self-explanatory, they have a very important relationship in terms of the polygon statistics window. So let's go and select this, and I'm going to go select entire part. You'll notice that because they're joined, or at least overlaying, they become one part. Well, let's drop that tool and move one of those by just selecting the bracket key and letting it grow to the entire polygon selection of that entity. Then I can go and create a part and give it a name. Let's go second box. All right. And if I drop this tool, and I can see that I can go in here and go second box, and I can hit plus, and it will select that second box. So it becomes very easy for me to actually select things based off of parts rather than trying to select them as part of an entity. So again, we'll just reselect that using the right bracket key, push it inside there, drop this tool, and let's go and select that part because we know that it's now been identified as a part because we created it as such. Let's go and select this item, select all of its connecting geometry, and create part. We'll call this first box. All right. Let's deselect first box. We can see that it's already selected. We can deselect it. We can go through that drop-down box and select the second one. Boom, and away you go. So it becomes very easy to move things around. Now, these have individual part names. So can we just change this from surface to parts? Sure we can. Let's make sure that they're both selected. And we'll go parts to surfaces. We want no. We go into the surface editor, and now we've got first box, second box. And we've got texture editor control of them on an individual basis based off of their part name. Don't worry about the text face, that's left over from something else that I was creating in a previous video. But now that you've got something like that, you can go and create custom textures for them, add different layers, procedurals, just change the base colors if it makes it easier for you to change something around and select things later. And away you go. Now you can also reverse this process in another way. Let's delete this and close all of our objects. We're not going to save this. All right, we're going to go and create an object. Let's go and create something a little bit more exciting like a disk. All right. Now, I want, for example, this top lid to this disk to be a part. So let's go over to the detail tab and let's go create part, top lid. All right, let's deselect it and let's go and see if we can select via top lid. Yes, we can. Now what I can do is go and name the other portion. Okay, we don't have the bottom selected. We're going to go create part. We're going to call this round edge. Okay, and now we can see that we've got a round edge in there. We can select it. Awesome. Let's go for the bottom, and we'll go create part. Let's call it bottom lid. Okay, and now we have bottom lid. So these are now all considered parts, even though they are part of the same object itself. They're not separated, and as a result, we can go from parts to surfaces or go surfaces to parts. So we can individually name these, or we can select the entire part. For example, let's say I only have this selected, but I want the select entire part, and that'll select everything that is categorized as that part. So it's much easier on a very detailed and complex model to be able to name parts and select them in this manner.